Natalie Reynolds is getting called out after live streaming a social media prank gone wrong.
Today she did something particularly heinous.
I don't know, I think I am a little bit of a psychopath.
One of these days, we're gonna run out of terrible streamers to talk about, but today is not that day. I'll be the first to admit these lunatics have been pretty impossible to ignore lately, mostly because they themselves continue to risk jail time by, let's go down the list, shooting fireworks at the homeless, driving recklessly on stream, and of course, nearly luring a random woman to her death, which we'll definitely discuss later on in this video. But first, I want you to pause, digest all the information I just fed you for a second, and tell me which streaming platform you think these events occurred on. Was it A, YouTube, B, Twitch, or C, the highly unregulated Twitch alternative that is entirely funded by offshore crypto gambling money at Kick? You've got 5 seconds, go. Time's up, you already know the answer. I probably don't need to tell you at this point that Kick.com has a reputation within the larger streaming landscape that has remained firmly and squarely in the toilet. Bogged down by scandal after scandal, the site has struggled to reach any real mainstream legitimacy over the first year and a half of its existence. They'll make some gains by signing a few of the world's biggest creators to even bigger contracts, only to catch another L when those contracts end and the creators decide to leave them in the dust, trashing the platform in front of millions on their way out.
Not gonna lie to you, worst time I've ever had in streaming. The beginning was cool, but I learned so much behind the scenes. It killed my motivation for it because it was no creativity within it. It's just do the craziest shit or you're lame, or it's like go outside and argue with a nigga or you're lame.
With Kick, it's always one step forward, a million steps back, especially now with their own staff coming out and making some pretty serious allegations regarding the way they conduct business internally. One former Kick employee by the name of Melissa uploaded a detailed 20-minute expose on the company, citing an extremely unprofessional and even hostile work environment. At one especially concerning point in the video, Melissa talks about a Twitch streamer with cancer that Kick had tried to sign for a lower rate because she probably thinks she's going to die soon. In the words of this unnamed staffer, according to her, no one in the room even objected to this insane suggestion. If you skim the comments on any video discussing this story, you'll see that not one person appears shocked at any of these accusations. That's because this kind of behavior from Kick is just expected by now, and the creators who inhabit the site aren't really helping their look either. Kick is perceived negatively for a reason, in part thanks to the unfortunate specimen we'll be documenting today, a former OnlyFans model, current IRL streamer, and a future convict by the name of Natalie Reynolds.
Now hands up, hands up. Get out of the car now!
But first, I want to go ahead and thank today's sponsor, Bespoke Post. There's a reason why Bespoke Post is one of my absolute favorite brands of all time to work with. They've got something for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned adventurer, a home chef, a style enthusiast, I happen to be none of those things, but that's okay because they offer such a massive selection of products, 90% of which comes from small businesses located right here in the good old US of A, delivering curated boxes of top-notch goods right to your front door. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club completely free to join that offers incredible membership discounts across a range of products. I'm talking 30% off or more sometimes. It only takes a few minutes to fill out their quick online quiz to personalize your subscription and allow Bespoke Post to handpick the perfect box curated for your taste each month. And the best part is, you only pay for what you want, meaning you'll get to preview everything that comes inside your box before it ships, giving you the option to keep it, swap it for a different box, or skip that month entirely, no charge whatsoever. But I don't know why you'd want to do that. This month, I got to try their concentrate box to assist with my morning routine at 3 p.m. when I finally get tired of rotting in my bed, complete with a cold brew iced coffee maker and a concrete desk set. I also received their Weekender box, which I've actually ordered in the past, but ended up giving the bag to my uncle as a last-minute Christmas gift 2 years ago, and I've missed it dearly ever since, so I'm actually glad to be getting another one. They're good bags. In fact, you could snatch one up for yourself right now at bespokepost.com patreon.com/Aubrey20, or click the link in the description below and enter code Aubrey20 at checkout for 20% off your first monthly shipment. I guarantee there's something for you over there. And it helps small businesses, so you'd kind of be a bad person if you don't buy something. It's just, alright, I don't make the rules. Huge thanks again to the wonderful folks over at Bespoke Post for sponsoring this video.
People love to hate, people love to start drama. I feel like I always get dragged online like crazy out of proportion.
At this point, I'm convinced Natalie Reynolds just abruptly spawned into our reality from the fiery pits of hell during summer 2022, because I can find absolutely nothing about this person's existence prior to becoming an irritating brat on TikTok. Part of that might be because she's been banned a few times, and I guess no one's cared enough to actually archive any of her older content. But if that's the case, then I can assure you nothing of value was lost. Natalie is not known for making high art, she is known for being a public nuisance and not much else. In fact, maybe you've seen her before on the news, the trending tab on Twitter, or other YouTubers' videos who have talked about her, because I can pretty much guarantee you've never stumbled across her content organically. This may just be an assumption, but I would imagine you all are only slightly above the age demographic of 9 and 10-year-old boys that Natalie panders to with her provocative TikToks. Such Natalie classics include, but are not limited to, stripping down to her underwear at a Home Depot, stripping down to her underwear at an escalator at a mall, and stripping down to her underwear in the middle of a college lecture. Natalie is not affected by social norms or the law in this instance, and has no problem twerking in the aisle of a crowded plane or dancing in the baggage claim. I mean, can we just get this woman classified as a flight risk and move on? People everywhere would benefit. We're censoring all of this here, of course, but believe it or not, these videos are somehow still up and running on her main TikTok account next to other bangers, such as capitalizing off Mr. Beast Burger and reacting to different versions of cartoon characters.
Which versions of these characters is the best? Mario? I like the newest one because it looks like the most fun. The classic one's boring and doesn't look like Mario. Sonic? The one on the bottom to the right looks like Daddy Longlegs. I like the first one. It's like cute and mini. Ooh, poo-poo.
In other words, videos that are clearly geared towards children. Like, sorry, but no adult is actually gonna sit down and watch something titled Solid or Liquid.
Do you prefer the solid or liquid versions of these foods? Tomatoes? Liquid, I love ketchup, and I love putting it on my chick nugs.
Natalie's brilliant marketing strategy here involves mixing bottom-of-the-barrel kids content with blatant thirst traps in order to maximize her interactions. Much like everything Natalie does, this is done in place of a personality. All she can do is rely on shock value to maybe get people talking about her for a few days, even when it means faking appearances on alpha male podcasts to say some wildly anti-woman shit that she hopes will resonate with her overwhelmingly young male audience.
Women would rather be with a high-value man than try to be a high-value woman themselves because they lack work ethic and would rather leech on to somebody else's success.
It's pretty clear to everyone that she's just trying to soak up the Andrew Tate crowd with this, but it's not even the most effective because those mics aren't plugged in. This isn't a real podcast she's doing. How are there any comments falling for this?
Why do you think there's so many sugar daddies? It's because women are lazy. They don't want to work, and when you say this to them, they have no excuse because guess what? It's true.
Natalie, show us who you're talking to. You are sitting in a room by yourself and you can't convince me otherwise. Besides, we already have a blonde queen of misogyny that we all know and love, so stay in your lane, Natalie. But what even is Natalie's lane anyway? Her short form content can range anywhere from challenge videos to eating Disneyland food to trying to break glass with a row of megaphones Bart Simpson style. These videos suck absolute ass, but they aren't quite as depraved and hard to watch as her long form content, believe it or not, which, just like most of the characters in the Jack Doherty extended universe, receive only a fraction of the views that her shorts do. Natalie may have over 5 million subscribers and 650 million views across her channel, but none of that amounts to anything really substantial because it all comes from shorts. It's like she's just a bot programmed to churn out the most algorithmic slop for our youth to consume, which is why it's so impressive she managed to make her longer videos even more grating by comparison person because they are so unoriginal. Some of these concepts are just entirely ripped from Mr. Beast. Like, he has literally made this exact video before. Here we can see she clearly ripped off Jeremy Hutchins' 100 dates in 24 hours video. Within the same week, his video went viral. Literally the same setup and everything. They even both have this same number counter in the top corners of the frame. And mind you, this was all back when she was still making content with her boyfriend. She's since rebranded their joint accounts under her name and has begun producing content like surviving 24 hours as a 600-pound person.
I'm going to be 600 pounds for the next 24 hours.
Not only am I going to be in this extremely heavy suit, but I'm going to see what it's like to live life overweight.
Having a fat girlfriend is like taking care of a baby.
Okay, dude.
I mean, this is just grotesque, unappealing trash. She goes up to random people on the street to ask if they want to go out with her wearing this costume. And of course, it doesn't even take 2 minutes for her to accidentally approach a 13-year-old.
I was wondering if I could get your phone number. Nah?
I'm 13.
You can send it to 13.
Really cool, Natalie. By the way, you know you don't have to keep that in the video, right? She's not even streaming, yet she's already embarrassing herself in public.
At least a handful of clothes that fit me, and I'm gonna feel very awkward asking for the extra large section because I never asked that before. This sucks because I love this dress, but I can't get it. A lot of the clothes around here are not my size. I don't have that many options since I'm overweight.
Natalie, shut the fuck up. You can buy that dress. You're wearing a costume.
Time to jump. Do you think I need 2 tickets because I'm bigger, or was 1 fine?
She makes stupid comments only to turn around and act like this was some genuine PSA all along.
If anyone's overweight watching this, get in the gym and turn your life around and you'll feel a lot better about yourself, because this is the shittiest I've ever felt in my entire life. This has been the most mentally draining and physically draining video I've ever done, and I never want to be fat in my life now because of it.
Like, what? All you've done is create this bizarre caricature of a fat person and told your audience, hey, if you don't want to be like me, get healthy. Wow, really helpful. So what do you honestly expect people to take away from this video? You just look like a clown. But then again, looking like a clown in public is nothing new for Natalie. In fact, the first time I had ever heard of this villain was back in December, when she hatched a brilliant scheme to smear her bare legs in blue body paint, making it appear as if she were wearing jeans when she really wasn't, proceeding to harass strangers at the gym, insisting over and over that the dudes who were there looking at her were the creepy ones, not Natalie, the person who went to the gym naked.
Go closer. He's saying you need to leave. He's not.
Despite getting the reaction she was pining for all along, Natalie asks this guy to report her for indecent exposure, I guess? Which, I mean, okay, he will. She's doubly breaking the rules because not only is she exposing herself to all of these gym goers without their consent, she's also not even allowed to film there.
I'm recording just her.
Yeah, you're the one that actually came up to me.
He's a fucking bro. Okay, let's do squats.
Gotta love the irony of Natalie's friend calling this dude a creep, only to say, let's do squats in the same breath. I mean, do these people not listen to themselves? Upon realizing they're probably gonna get kicked out, Natalie's dumbass cameraman utters the phrase, we just gotta start doing stuff.
Fuck, we're gonna get kicked out. We just gotta start doing stuff.
Because that's all this is at the end of the day, a competition to see what outrageous thing she can do before being inevitably told to stop. It's the mentality of a little kid, except Natalie is in her 20s and it should have learned by now that actions usually do have consequences. Maybe not so much in Natalie's case, because she still went on to do the fake pants prank at least 2 more times after this, the most recent being at an Amish village of all places.
Okay, what am I dressed as? What am I dressed as, chat? You guys can take a guess. I'm treating them like they're kindergartners.
Yeah, probably because they are kindergarteners.
I'm Amish. I'm saying this as I have a Tesla key in my hand. I'm Amish. I really wanted to wear painted pants into an Amish village. I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was fire. And I wore painted pants back in December twice.
If Natalie thinks something is a good idea, you can pretty much guarantee it's gonna be the most brain-dead idea you've ever seen. Natalie announces here that she loved dousing herself in paint so much that she had no choice but to do it again. Only she doesn't want to be weird about it.
I'm no way going to shame the Amish people, trying to make fun of them, so I don't want to be fucking weird, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to be fucking weird. You don't want that. You're not wearing any pants, Natalie!
Just want to experience the culture. I like this shit. gets me bricked.
She makes sure to talk about how much she loves the Amish culture, which is why she intends on making a mockery of it, getting leg paint all over her garbage can of a Tesla before heading off to the village and locating her first target, a nice old man on his way to have dinner with his wife. What a perfect opportunity for some content, right?
Hello, sir. How you doing? My name is Amos Grabber. Amos Grabber.
Okay.
And I'm new to the Amish village. I just moved here from Nebraska. I was wondering if you could show me around and like show me the Amish culture because I'm newly Amish.
Okay, well, I'm just want to stop making dinner and I'm going back for dinner.
Could I come for dinner?
Well, I don't know if we... Not today. I have to talk with my wife first.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
Have a good day.
Wow, what a hilarious interaction that was. One of the saddest parts is she's not even a good provocateur. What the fuck was that? Nothing happened. Not that I wanted something to happen. These people deserve to be left alone, but it just goes to show how Natalie doesn't think anything through. She wings it and flops every single time without fail. This dude just looks at her all puzzled, probably wondering why this random girl in a costume is trying to invite herself to his house. It's beyond pathetic. But I have to give Natalie credit for finding the quietest Amish town on the planet because nobody's here. This place is like a ghost town, man. I watched this stream and I can promise you she walks around alone for the next 30-ish minutes yapping about nothing to her chat before finally spotting her next victim.
Damn, where is everybody? Oh, look it, right there's the Amish boys ice cream. Look it. Cat, see, look at that. Look.
Awesome, Natalie. Yeah, let's approach him without any pants on. Great call. After another boring, stilted conversation where nothing happens, Natalie backs away from this kid and almost trips and falls into the street. A beautiful metaphor for her entire career. She then wanders into a corner shop, attempts to buy a few things before realizing she can't because she doesn't have Apple Pay.
Oh, shit. Wait, I can't get this. I don't have Apple Pay on this phone. Shit. Never mind. I don't have cash. They don't take Apple Pay. I mean, I don't have Apple Pay on my phone.
Imagine being less technologically adept than the fucking Amish, dude. Holy hell. The lady at the register informs Natalie that this is basically off-season for the Amish, like they're a basketball team, and that Natalie picked the worst time to come visit.
Is it like off-season right now?
It's already off-season, yeah.
So do you think I came at a bad time?
To like Amish folks?
Yeah. It's like a ghost town right now.
It is like a ghost town.
Yeah.
You gotta love how this stream just continues to be a colossal failure. She tried to prank the Amish with her epic painted pants, and nobody was even there to give a fuck. It is so satisfying.
Is this am I doing something illegal or something?
I mean, you don't got pants on.
They're saying this is the worst stream ever.
I really can't emphasize enough just how fucking weird it is that she frequently walks up to couples just minding their own business at the store and it casually asks if they can take a photo of her ass.
Did you take pictures of my quick?
What?
My
Picture of your
yeah.
form?
Just a post. Could you be in the picture?
Like, what could possibly be the comedic value here? I am praying to the high heavens that these people are just actors and are being paid to endure Natalie at this moment, but unfortunately, something tells me this isn't the case. Most of these interactions are way too rigid to be scripted anyway. There's just something so genuinely awkward about these confrontations.
Do you want to go on a date and get naughty together?
No, I'm good.
You don't want to? Not at all?
Nope, sorry.
Okay. Do you want to go on a date and get naughty?
I'll pass.
Okay. I'm sorry, this is awkward, because you rejected me.
Go find someone else.
Okay, thank you.
The idea of Natalie watching that back, thinking it makes her look good enough to post publicly online for attention, is hard for me to fathom. But her abhorrent Kiss or Slap series might be the most mind-numbing of all. If you're an adult with a job and are unfamiliar with the game Kiss or Slap, that's when Natalie walks up to people and asks if they'd rather give her a kiss on the cheek or a slap on the butt. Because it's such a jarring thing to randomly ask someone, they usually just mildly ignore or reject the question altogether. It's such good content.
Kiss or slap?
Kiss or slap?
Yeah.
What, you? No, I'm engaged.
Really?
Slap.
Slap?
No.
No? Are you sure?
But the thing is, she doesn't just approach adults. Natalie makes sure to involve children too. Since I guess having her friends spill milk all over her chest in the baby aisle at Target and twerking in the middle of the toy aisle wasn't enough, Natalie needed to also ask this third grader her $1 million question.
Kiss or slap?
I just want a hug.
You just want a hug?
Yeah.
Like, hey man, can we not do kiss or slap with a preschooler? Can we not do that, please? Natalie is a grown adult woman in a bathing suit asking to kiss a random child, and we're supposed to just go along with it? This is normal? The kid ends up saying hug, and the video ends in about 7 seconds, but I can't even pretend to understand what compelled Natalie to even do this. Regardless, she didn't stop herself from asking this other kid weird questions about porn stars in another video.
If you can name this actor, I'll buy whatever you want.
Lana Rhodes.
Lana Rhodes? Okay, I'll buy whatever you want. Where do you want to go? You want to go in here? How do you know who that actor is? Do you watch her a lot?
Yes.
Okay. He said yes very confidently.
It's an incredibly irresponsible and creepy display that Natalie has no problem with because it might just make her somewhat relevant. Natalie just likes to use the people around her as an infinite content source. These are not people to Natalie, they are props. Whether they be random strangers on the sidewalk, outraged patrons at the gym, or little people she presumably paid to fight her on stream. It's something literally out of The Wolf of Wall Street, it's so bleak. I don't know what crime against humanity you and I committed in a past life to deserve being exposed to this kind of content, but I sure wish we didn't have to bear witness to Natalie humiliating herself and others during IRL streams, because these streams, ladies and gentlemen, is where Natalie's true lack of showmanship and creativity really shines through. Since plunging headfirst into the heinous world of IRL kick streaming, Natalie Reynolds has really hit rock bottom in terms of what she will do for even an ounce of relevance. For example, I only had to look through her profile for about 10 seconds to find epic stream titles like jumping off a roller coaster and pooping in a water park pool. Yeah, unfortunately for both of us, I did go ahead and watch part of the pool one. I can't believe this is my job. And when I clicked on a random part of the stream, I was confronted by Natalie telling me exactly what her plans for the day were.
Oh yeah, the goal of the stream though is I am gonna in the pool. I really have to right now. So we're gonna see how much. I didn't tell you this, but I am gonna in the pool. I'm shitting in the pool. And at the end of my stream, so you guys have to wait. After like a couple hours of being at the water park, I'll take off my underwear underwater. I'll poop. And then we'll leave and see if anyone knows this.
Wait, is she wearing a kick chain? Aside from this, she also announces her groundbreaking theory on public pools, stating that so many kids must pee and poop in them without actually telling anyone. What makes her different is that she will be telling everyone that she's pooping.
I have a theory that a lot of kids and people pee and shit in the pool without telling anyone. I'm just gonna take into my own hands though to actually just tell everyone that I'm shitting. I might as well, you know, I think it's funny.
I don't really know how that's a prank on anyone that isn't her. Though fortunately for everyone there, Natalie didn't actually stay at the water park long. I'm guessing she realized pretty early on why you don't bring streaming equipment to a pool. But she does seem to run out of energy about halfway through and opens up about her struggles for a second.
I'm just so shocked. You know my brain can't process that you guys want to watch me yap. I can't like process that. Like why? I feel like I would rather watch someone that's doing a cool like idea. I feel like I always have to do a good idea. I don't know. I feel like I'm never trying hard enough also. I feel like I always have to try harder to do better.
And you know what? I'm sure it is hard to constantly come up with new wacky hijinks to carry out on stream. She's already done so much, like riding a dirt bike through Home Depot, setting up a slip and slide during a college lecture, assaulting fellow streamers with paintball guns unprovoked, pretending to kidnap random kids at Walmart by slapping the words free candy on an old beat up U-Haul only to fake getting arrested, posting what was revealed to be a fake mugshot, and of course, peeing next to her car only to beg her cameraman to do a snow angel in the puddle.
Will you do a little snow angel puddle in it? I'll give you $100.
Give it to me right now.
Will you actually do it?
Wait, do what?
For 100, you do a snow angel in my pee.
Oh.
Why?
Now, she even says she'll do it for enough gifted subs.
I'll do it. If you got 100 gifted subs, I'll do a snow angel in my piss.
I just want you to tell me, straight on, does this sound like an emotionally stable person considerate of the living beings around her? Or is she only determined to degrade herself and others on the off chance she gets to go viral and maybe make money? If it were the former, I don't think she would have gone around trivializing homelessness by dirtying herself up and roaming around the streets of downtown, becoming homeless for the day. Wow, Natalie, I wonder if this will be just as insightful as your cutting-edge being 600 pounds video. After giving Chad a detailed look at her makeup that apparently took 2 hours to apply, Natalie goes through the backstory of this character.
Today, I'm gonna be a homeless person. I'm gonna be a dirty crackhead
My name is Suzanne, aka Susie. So my background story of being a crackhead is I have just escaped Pedo Village. I lived at Pedo Village and I was like, F this, I don't want to live here anymore. But since I'm a registered sex offender, nobody will take me in to live anywhere. So now I'm roaming around the streets as a dirty crackhead.
What she's referring to here is another stream she did, visiting a designated neighborhood for registered sex offenders to live separated from the rest of society. And believe me, it is a rough watch.
Would you like a cupcake?
You can't video here, sir. You have to leave.
He's just taking
This is
pictures of
private
me.
property. You cannot video here, sir.
Okay, we could just leave and walk somewhere else.
Yes,
I was just trying to
appreciate
give
it.
away cupcakes.
You're not allowed actually in this whole park.
Okay.
This is a private community.
Okay.
Though I'm not gonna defend these guys, I can't help but think it's just weird for Natalie to film herself dressed as a literal child, wandering around this place, trying to sell cupcakes to registered sex offenders. It's just very unnecessary stirring on Natalie's part, and I just can't help but feel grossed out watching it. She's like the lowest form of opportunist there is, because who even thinks to do something like this? I guess just another one of her brilliant ideas she mentioned back at the water park. In case you were wondering whether this was controversial or not, Natalie is quick to assure us it isn't, that it's totally fine actually, and that she just wants to know what it's like to live as a homeless person. Is that so wrong?
You guys can be like, oh, this is bad, this is controversial. This is fine. This is completely okay. And I'm gonna live tonight as a homeless person and see how it is, okay?
But is that really what you care about, Natalie? Or is this all a stunt to make fun of these people? Because I'm pretty sure you know the answer to that.
Chat, what do you guys think about me being a crackhead? Do you guys like that? Do you guys like that? We'll pull up the chat. We'll pull up the chat.
This part is particularly telling to me. I'd be willing to bet this question is constantly on Natalie's mind. Does chat like me? She doesn't attempt to hide how much she craves validation from them. I mean, for God's sake, she offered to roll around in her own pee for approval. This is someone who will never stop getting more and more desperate, and it is sad to witness. Or at least it would be if she weren't such a morally bankrupt person.
I can't eat food, water, or get anywhere without trying to get money. So we're gonna see how easy it is to make money. And also, what else are they gonna do?
She decides she's gonna set up a home base somewhere around the real homeless population and insists to her cameraman that she needs to make a crackhead friend, in her own words.
We need to make a friend. We need to make a fucking crackhead friend. We'll find a home base because I saw a bunch of tents. I kind of want to walk down that street where like those tents were. Do you know how far it was?
She sits down on the street, concerned she doesn't look homeless enough. Natalie then resorts to doing this. Classy.
Can you give me $1, please? $1. Any dollar will help.
About halfway through, Natalie notices a couple of women staring at her, possibly filming her from the opposite side of the street.
Dude, there's these stupid fat staring at me in the front of the sidewalk right now. They look like idiots. Bro, there's these two staring at me like fucking weirdos right now. Look at those over there. Left, right.
Hard to imagine why they'd be looking at her, but nonetheless, this doesn't sit well with Natalie, who decides she's been bored for far too long and wants to revive her stream with a little confrontation. Immediately, the women say they don't want to be filmed.
So you kept staring at me. Would you be able to give me $1, please? I don't want to be filmed. Well, you've been filming me this whole time. Well, isn't that what you're doing?
Which tells me this camera guy is not doing a great job of hiding himself. But don't worry, Natalie is quick to fire back.
Well, you've been filming me this whole time. You can't give me $1? Huh? Well, I'm a crackhead. I need money. You keep staring at me with a resting face. I don't like that. I've been minding my own business over there, and you've been looking at me this whole time, filming me, zooming in on me. I knows that shit.
And I just don't understand why she wouldn't be okay with them filming her if she's already filming herself. I mean, isn't this all going on the internet, Natalie? This is all for attention, I thought. I genuinely don't know what your issue is. She also calls them bitches and tries to escalate things any way she can.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I'm just waiting for the boss.
It didn't look like it. Okay, keep judging me. I don't like that look on your face.
When all else fails, Natalie walks away and tells her cameraman that she's tired of being judged and that they should go somewhere else.
Bro, they've been filming me the last 10 minutes, judging me. Like, I'm sick of people judging me. I was completely minding my own business. We should go down here, down the street.
It's wild because you can tell she's genuinely kind of affected by how these women see her. The way she mutters under her breath as she walks away, I mean, she's clearly on edge. But like, Natalie, you started this. You instigated the confrontation. You look ridiculous. And to make it worse, later on when the cops inevitably show up, someone in Natalie's chat suggests it must have been the two women she cussed out earlier in the stream that called them.
Lady you cussed out called?
To which Natalie shockingly argues that she didn't cuss them out.
Well, I didn't cuss her out. I just told her, I just told her that she was filming me and I felt weird doing that. I didn't like cuss her out though.
So I guess she forgot all of this was being streamed, because if we rewind, yeah, I'm pretty sure she did cuss them out.
I don't like that look on your face.
It's all so pathetic, but I'm afraid the immaturity she shows here, mixed with the painful lack of accountability, is only a precursor for what came next. Towards the end of May, Natalie and her pals were meandering around the city of Austin, Texas. Now, why was Natalie here, plaguing the good state of Texas? Well, fellow Kick streamer Ice Poseidon had just announced an IRL scavenger hunt with a potential $20,000 reward to whoever completed the challenge first. The one rule being that it must be streamed live on Kick. An event such as this one was completely up Natalie's alley. Finally, she had a purpose to be streaming that didn't involve demeaning the homeless, except somehow she still managed to do that. On May 29th, Natalie started her stream 3 hours late and on accident.
Oh, I'm fucking live. Oh my god. We're 3 hours late. Where should we start walking? Over here?
Announcing to her fans that they were heading to Lady Bird Lake to hunt around for clues. After what feels like an eternity of technical difficulties.
Are we in wide angle? Mm-hmm. I don't think we are. He said it's zoomed in.
I don't know if they're on.
Sonic has it. Is it on? How's it? Can we do a test?
Hold the power button.
Why are you waiting? We're doing this.
Natalie and company finally arrive at a boat rental shop near the lake. A few minutes go by, and Natalie sort of breaks off from the rest of the group to talk to her chat, when suddenly we hear a voice off camera.
To everyone that's consistently watching the streams and joins my Discord and follows my Kick, I'm giving away. Do you want to jump in together?
Since Natalie can't keep her mouth shut longer than 3 seconds at a time, it's hard for me to understand what exactly this lady is saying at the beginning. But Natalie wastes no time asking if she wants to jump into the lake with her.
Yeah, do you want to have a play date?
You want to jump in with me?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do it with you.
I'd rather go skinny dipping with you if I'm being honest.
Yeah, let's do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll see. Yeah, you want to skinny dip?
Yeah.
Deadass?
Yeah.
Chad, like, they're all saying you're sexy and shit.
Really?
Yeah, they're all saying W woman, she's thick as fuck. She's so hot.
Natalie is messing with this lady from the very start, telling her that chat thinks she's hot and asking if she knows where she can find an RFID scanner, which, I mean, what do you think she's gonna say to that, Natalie?
Do you know where the RFID scanner is? Because I'm trying to find this RFID scanner.
Where?
And I have to kayak. Ice Poseidon told me you swim in the water. You should jump in the water right now, just start swimming and you'll find it. Would you do that?
What?
Frankly, I think it should be pretty apparent to anyone that this lady is not in the right headspace. I don't know if she's inebriated or is homeless and has some mental health issues. I have no idea and won't speculate. But the simple truth is she's not thinking clearly. And Natalie has to know that since she keeps acting like, yo, what's going on? What's this lady's problem?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
She even straight up asks if she's drunk at one point.
We'll do it together.
Are you drunk?
And she's right to assume something's off. Someone in their right mind would not agree to go skinny dipping with a random streamer they just met. Alarm bells should immediately be going off in Natalie's brain to maybe help this woman. But instead of attempting to move the lady away from the water or walk away and remove herself from the situation completely, Natalie does the opposite, continuing to egg this lady on and even telling her, hey, I'll give you $20 if you jump in the water.
I'll give you $20.
$20?
Yeah, that's a W.
No,
that's a good deal. $20.
Hot.
Natalie says she'll even jump in after her before whispering to the camera that she's actually about to ditch this lady once she jumps in. It's all so sinister, and we can all see what's coming next from a mile away.
I'll jump in after you.
We're jumping together.
You jump in and I'll ditch you.
Natalie starts acting creeped out here that this woman wants to skinny dip, even though Natalie is the one who brought up skinny dipping in the first place.
You want to see me naked?
Yeah, I sure do.
Are you kidding me right
now? No, I'm not.
What the
You're gorgeous.
I'm 17.
Oh my god. Well, you're too young for me.
I know,
then,
I'm 17.
before then lying and saying she's 17 when she's not, she's 21. Both of them seem confused at this point, and you'd hope that once her friends come and find her, Natalie would leave this woman alone and move on to whatever annoying thing she's got planned next. Except she doesn't at all. In fact, after this lady informs Natalie that she's worried she'll drown.
Just, can you look for the scanner?
Scanner.
There's a scanner that you need to look for in the water.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I drown?
Then
I haven't been in the water. What is
you said you want to jump in.
I do kind of want to jump in. Huh? Oh,
And I'm
I should jump in with my sandals
I'm
on.
scuba certified. You should jump in.
All right.
Natalie reassures her that nothing bad will happen because she is scuba certified. I have no idea if that's true. I mean, she says she is, but it doesn't matter anyway because Natalie already revealed her intentions to ditch her. She is luring this woman into a false sense of security, promising she won't get in trouble before finally outright demanding she jump into the lake.
And I can jump in and not gonna get in trouble. Right?
No.
No. All right. I was, you know why I wasn't going to? Because my feet were getting
You should
hot.
just jump in right now.
But I'm gonna jump in with my shoes on.
Even pretending to push her in. That's how bad Natalie wants this to happen. So what happens? Well, the lady jumps in the lake.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready? Oh. Wait, what? Did you see her ass?
Not even 10 seconds after this lady jumps in, Natalie has the gall to turn around and say, I didn't tell her to jump in.
Oh,
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
To which even her friends have to stop and say, yeah, you actually did, Natalie. We all saw it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Just,
You said you were gonna
Thank you guys. We're gonna have you guys get out.
As Natalie sheepishly makes her way back up the pier to the boat shop, she's already playing dumb, insisting she thought the lady worked there.
Wait, who is that? The fuck is going on? I thought she was like working here or something.
No, you didn't, Natalie. You knew something wasn't right, and instead of trying to mediate the situation, you made it 10 times worse because you had to take an opportunity to make some content. And now a lady who told you she's afraid of drowning is in the water, alone. You abandoned her. Still, Natalie continues to act all ignorant.
I don't even know what's going on. What was that?
Even laughing about the situation as if there isn't a woman actively needing help right next to her. But by her own admission, she doesn't even care.
Who the fuck was that? Did you see her ass when she jumped in? Did you see her ass? Oh, that's so funny. You f***ed up. I really don't care.
As she starts to read more of the chat, she starts to think more, okay, maybe I did mess up here.
Oh, did I fuck up? Not helping the mentally ill get wet. Cops run. Oh, shit. Run, she's gonna... Wait, should we leave? Are they gonna call the cops?
Of course, she needed her fans to tell her that, since I guess she didn't have the wherewithal to make this kind of judgment herself. And again, instead of going back and checking on the woman, Natalie stands there slack-jawed as ever, wondering if they should just leave before the cops show up.
I thought she wanted to be my friend. I don't know. Like, I didn't even know what was happening. We should leave. We should leave. That is... I did not know she was mentally ill. I thought she was just trying to have fun. I thought she was drunk or something.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, if she were drunk, then I guess she would have been totally fine in that water alone. It doesn't matter, Natalie. You don't tell a drunk person to do something that might hurt them. Unless you're particularly psychotic, which you just so happen to be.
What? Wait, why is she just here, though? If she's, like, mentally ill, does she just, like, roam around the, like, area?
Yes, Natalie. I mean, why would that be unbelievable?
Of course this happens, like, what? 30 minutes of my stream, like...
And of course, Natalie finds herself struggling to accept what's happening in this moment, focusing instead on the fact that her stream just started. Ugh, what a bummer it is for this woman to almost die so early on in Natalie's stream. If only someone hadn't literally told her to jump in the lake.
I think she's on drugs. I thought you could swim here. I don't know what's going on. Am I gonna get in trouble? Am I gonna get arrested?
Instead of maybe ending the stream right there and focusing on the woman who is still struggling in the water, Natalie shifts gears entirely and starts asking about renting a kayak to continue on the scavenger hunt.
We need to get a kayak.
I know we have to go to the other kayak place.
Kayak from here is
Did you see that lady jumped in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was mentally ill.
You made her jump in?
What did you say?
Well, I said, do you want to go skinny dipping together? And she said, yeah, and she jumped in.
Now
She's still in the water. She's floating away. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going on. They're saying I killed her. I don't know. I thought she was drunk and wanted to have fun. I don't know.
If she dies, that's kind of
No.
you.
Tell her you'll give her money if she comes up.
I said
Hey, give her some money.
I don't have any cash.
Just scam her. Tell her
That's
500 to get
even more fucked up.
Oh my god.
Natalie, you already scammed her. You offered $20 if she jumped in before leaving her there. Now she's screaming out for help, saying she's stuck and that she can't swim.
She said she's stuck.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh, Natalie.
Oh, I do know this is actually really bad. I can't swim. I can only float.
Oh, she might literally die.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out.
Yet Natalie stays frozen in place for a few seconds, and instead of walking towards the lady or calling for any additional help, she and her friends walk away. They're leaving her even after they know she's drowning.
She's floating.
Drowning.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. She says she's drowning. We leave.
Oh, this is bad.
Dude, Natalie.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know. She said she's drowning. She said she's drowning.
I think you literally just murdered the lady.
No, I didn't. I swear.
They're legit walking away from her when they could be trying to save her. This dumbass in the white shirt just keeps saying, "Oh, I think you may have killed her," even though she continues crying out for help, and you're all just standing there doing nothing.
No, I didn't. Let's go. Dude, she's drowning in the lake.
I know kick streamers don't really have a reputation of being considerate of others, but this is just another level of demented. Natalie may have been told to leave the pier, but if she even had an ounce of concern in her body at all, she would have cut the stream right there and stuck around to see if the lady was at least okay. I mean, this is literally someone's life we're talking about. This isn't the time to just be your usual flippant self.
I was gonna help her and they told me to leave. Is this bad?
Make yourself feel better.
No, I did.
You were never going to help her. In fact, you told the camera you were going to ditch her. This is some evil stuff, Natalie. You can't start changing the story once the panic sets in. You are afraid of losing your career. You couldn't care less about this woman. Natalie and the rest eventually pile back into the car and on their way out, encounter a fire truck on its way to rescue the woman.
I don't know. We should just cancel the scavenger hunt, go to the tattoo shop at this point.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
There's a fire truck. Nah, this is bad.
Natalie.
Wait, this is really bad.
Not long after this, Austin PD confirmed to the media that they did in fact respond to the incident. And although a report had not been filed, a spokesperson told mysanantonio.com that the woman was, quote, provided clothing and a way to get home, adding that while no charges had been filed, the APD discourages people from participating in various challenges that could lead to potential death or serious injury. It's obvious how badly this situation could have played out if the lady hadn't gotten more help in time. Just remember, Natalie had absolutely zero remorse or consideration for this individual, even saying she didn't care what happened after she left her in the water alone.
Oh, that's so funny. You f***ed up. I really don't care.
Natalie only started caring a little after the fact when the backlash hit. This thing was covered everywhere, from Fox News to the Daily Mail to the New York Post, with of course several massive YouTubers weighing in. The biggest video of all coming from Charlie Moist Critical, who absolutely obliterated Natalie and her idiot friends for about 12 minutes. Instead of watching this video raw though, I want to look at it through the lens of Natalie's reaction, because I guess she just couldn't resist responding. She needed to clear her name somehow. I don't really know how. I mean, we all saw the stream. I don't know what additional context she could add to make anything better besides an apology, which we know she's never gonna do. What's interesting to me is that she's actually acting kind of nervous here to hit play, as if she's afraid of what Charlie might say about her.
Do we play it? Do we play it? I really don't want to play this. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't. Carrie gonna play it. Prepare for me to get fucking roasted like crazy for the next 12 minutes.
Which is a bit odd, because I thought you just said you don't care anymore a few minutes ago.
Do you know how many times I've been canceled? Cancellation isn't fucking real. My career's been cooked 2 years ago. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not gonna cry in my bed because of what some said about me online.
Streamer whose name I've treated like Voldemort over the last year or so. I've never bothered talking about her because that's the only thing she cares about, is her name leaving people's lips, no matter how negative it is. She exists for one sole purpose: to make everyone around her angry at her.
It's not true, I swear.
Right off the bat here, Natalie is already complaining about Charlie's assessment of her character. Of course, I completely agree that Natalie only exists to make people mad. That's not how Natalie sees herself, which is interesting to me, because if she were just willing to admit that her content is nothing but provocative slop, that'd be one thing. It's another thing entirely to pretend that you actually care about your body of work. The fact that this is apparently Natalie trying to make entertaining, decent content is so revealing to me, as she really has nothing to offer.
This is the issue. This is what this fucker did, right? He doesn't even put the beginning of the video where this lady walks up to me and asks to go swimming.
Yeah, okay, then you say no. You say no. I mean, is it really hard to not escalate a situation you know could end badly? Charlie leaving out the very beginning of your interaction with this woman changes nothing. You didn't have to instigate at all. And also, I don't know why you keep saying, oh, she wanted to skinny dip when you're the one that said, hey, let's skinny dip.
Bro, she wanted to go skinny dipping with me and then asked to see me naked. And then I told her I was 17, like as a joke, and then she still said it was okay.
Again, Natalie is ignoring the fact that this woman was not mentally sound in the first place. Obviously, she's not going to be giving the most level-headed answers to your stupid, provocative questions. How do you not get that?
He called me and he was like, did you not see how good this lady's form is? That dive is just perfection. An amazing dive. I can't even dive like that, and I was a lifeguard for 2 years, and now I'm scuba certified.
I have no idea what the lady having perfect diving form has to do with the fact that she still didn't know how to swim, and she told you she was afraid of drowning, and later, when she started drowning, you and your friends ran away.
Should I have jumped in and saved her since I was a lifeguard for 2 years and scuba certified? Yes. Did I? I was a little no. Okay. That's where it makes it, you know, kind of crazy.
I guess that's one way to describe almost letting another human being drown in front of you after you told her to jump in repeatedly. I feel like I'm going in circles, but that's because Natalie has no defense here. She has no points to make, no way to vindicate herself. She tries to say Charlie is just as bad as the people he makes hate videos on, even though all he's doing is showing the horrible things you have done.
It's like he's calling me a scumbag, but he makes hate videos on people for a living. Like, you're just as big you're just as big of a scumbag as other people. Okay, this is the thing with him. He makes videos hating on people because it gets him clicks and views also. He probably didn't even give a shit about this situation.
She says Charlie doesn't care about the woman, but that's nothing but pure projection coming from the person who almost let that person die.
You jump in and even tried to bribe her with $20 to do
okay,
so. And now all of a sudden she's fucking soy facing.
Hey, buddy. $20 was a joke. Okay? It was actually $0. I wasn't even gonna give her the $20.
How does that make you look better, Natalie? You think that makes his point null and void? She still went into the water thinking she was gonna get $20. You know, it's fine. I feel like you could explain these concepts to Natalie over and over, and she still wouldn't get it through her skull. Because at the end of the day, we saw enough of her live, unfiltered reaction to know what she thinks of this situation. She will learn nothing and will continue to stream herself being an idiot because she genuinely doesn't know what else to do. She has nothing else going for her. This is all she has.
I do think I am going to take a very long break though. It's gotten out of hand. I've had many people make videos about me. Moist Critical made a video about me. This Brett Cooper girl made a video about me. I was on Fox News, Daily Mail. It just got completely out of hand. So this is only going to be a 20-minute stream and then I'm going to end for 45 minutes. Is that okay? Spam ones if that's okay and if you're happy that I'm going to be gone forever. And, end my streaming career and go back to OnlyFans.
Natalie actually stated at the beginning of her response to Charlie that she planned on taking a step away from streaming for at least a few months to work on herself and maybe even try therapy. But that hasn't happened. Natalie has streamed pretty consistently as normal, doing her usual to minimal viewers while occasionally mocking the backlash she got from the lake incident by putting together a fake funeral for her career, pretending to see a therapist for the content but not to actually better herself. Because to Natalie, this is all just a big joke at the end of the day. Why should she care? I doubt her fans are gonna stop supporting her. I struggle to imagine the person who suddenly stopped watching Natalie Reynolds because of what happened at that lake. The people that know her know what to expect at this point, meaning Natalie has still not faced any real repercussions for her actions. Not from the law, and certainly not from Kick, who you better believe have kept her account up and running despite her almost letting a woman die on stream. I guess you could say they've got bigger fish to fry at the moment, but Natalie certainly isn't doing their PR team any favors. And I have to admit, admit, I think what she said here before starting Charlie's video is incredibly telling.
I heard him say that he thought I would be happy he made this video about me. I'm not happy he made this video about me. Like, I don't know why he thought I was gonna like jump around thinking it's like Christmas morning when he made this video about me. I would prefer if this video didn't exist, honestly.
Natalie may get negative attention often, but that doesn't mean she enjoys it. Why would she? It's not like people trashing her via commentary videos helps her profit in the long run. Her streams are still getting the same sorry views they always got. More people may know who she is because of this, but that doesn't mean the exposure will help her. Natalie has a tendency to make people see her and go, ew, what the f***? Gross, and move on with their lives. Nobody really cares enough to support her because they see the kind of individual she is, and they reject her. Natalie is the furthest thing from a likable person, as much as I think that genuinely hurts her deep down. She can put on a front and say she doesn't care, but when I look at Natalie, I see a deeply insecure individual. Someone frustrated that she has yet to receive the positive validation she so desperately craves, and that has to sting, at least a little bit. But make no mistake, she did this to herself, which is why Natalie will see no sympathy from me or anyone else anytime soon. Or maybe she will from this simp.
Could you see yourself dating me?
No.
Really? Why?
Because you're like a really good friend.
Oh, alright. But maybe like down the road if we got to know each other a little bit more. No. Wait, why? Just like,
because you're just like
it's impossible?
You're just a good friend.
All right.